everyone, welcome back. So I just realized that spring is in 7 days. And I've been looking at my plants that I purchased. I don't know, when did I purchase these plants? I know it was several months ago. I got these 3 plants from Home Depot and they seem to be surviving. Well, at least the aloe plant seems to be surviving. But the the snake plant seems to be surviving, but the poor aloe plant. Wait, let me recall. Did I get these from Home Depot or from a store in Harlem? I shop at so many different places, so. How are you guys doing, by the way? It is a lovely Sunday. I'm just kicking back, relaxing here at home. I'm going to burn some incense while I do this. So, I think I've done a transplantation before, but not where I had this size pot. This is much bigger than what I've done before. So we'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh. I'm a bit nervous. Now that I think about it, I know I think I got all of these 3 from Harlem off of 116th Street. Why did I say? Okay, I know I said Home Depot because Home Depot is where I got my other plants from that I ended up donating to anyone who wanted to grab them. I put them outside of my building because I didn't like the bugs they were attracting. They're those real tall plants. What do you call those plants? Like very tropical. The first time I had got those plants was when I was back in Florida. I'm trying to remember the name of them. Alright, so let's do this here. I'm going to start with this one. Now, I'm kind of relatively new at like potting or planting, whatever you want to call it. So, feel free to let me know if I'm doing anything wrong here. I'm willing to take suggestions, feedback. Oh gosh, so I feel like these things are so dry, like this soil. Because I was told when I first purchased these plants that they didn't require much care. Like they didn't require much water or even sunlight. Which they get sunlight, but I don't water like on a regular basis. Alright. Wow, let's see here. So, I don't want to hurt this baby. But at some point, I'm going to have to try to dig it up out of here. Make sure that I don't expose myself. I'm free balling, you guys. Yes, I'm sitting very comfortably in my place. So, you know, it's good to air out. For women, we know it's good to air out our flowers sometimes. And that's what I'm doing. So, I'm very comfortable. But meanwhile, I'm mindful that, oh, I feel the root. There it is. I got it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Pretty, pretty baby. Alright, I'm going to sit you here. Hope they don't die on me. Alright. And so I'm going to put some new soil here. Because they need it. Things need new soil. And some water. I only feed them spring water. I don't give them like faucet tap water. Ugh. They drink the same kind of water that I drink, which is basically Poland Spring. Indigenous to New York City. Alright, I got them this potting. It's cacti, plant, citrus, potting soil here. So what is the name of those plants? I'm trying to remember. I got them first when I was living in Florida. What are they called? They're very tropical. Alright. So I put like a quarter of the way in there. And then I'm gonna like put some water. A little bit, not too much. Then I'm just like going with my gut feeling of how I think it should go. We'll see. I hope they don't die. And then I'm gonna fill it up with more soil. New soil, and then I'm going to reuse some of the old soil too. I'm going to do some recycling here. This is kind of fun. And I like touching this soil. I don't know, it does something to me. It does something when I put my fingers on it. I think the plants will be really happy that I added some fresh soil at their base. Hopefully. I hope you'll be happy, right? You didn't die on me. I had these for a while. Now that I think about it, I went to Florida, visited my family in Florida back in August. I went there August and in October. And so I got these plants before I went there because I remember I was worried about leaving them here alone, unsupervised, without nutrients, right? Without being fed. But I was only gone for, well, each time I think I was gone for like 10 days. And so I was told by the person who sold me these plants that they can go days without food. Food being water and sunlight. I'm not going to fill it all the way up to the brim. I did that before and I regretted it because I didn't leave room for water. So I finished this one. Alright, so I'm going to do, oh my gosh, I'm afraid to do the aloe one. This is the aloe. I have my turkey feather in there. A lot of people ask me what kind of feather is this. This is turkey. Alright, I'm a bit nervous. I think this one, it seems like it's dead, yo. I don't know, but I think some of it is still alive, so let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Alright, I'm just gonna do the same procedure I did with the other one. Just gonna take off some of the loose soil to make room to grab it up. Grab it and pluck it up. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Yeah, I cannot wait till it like really warms up. It's starting to warm up. Oh look. Oh. Broke off. But it's starting to definitely warm up here in New York. I think today is still in like the high 30s, low 40s, but I looked at the weather forecast for this upcoming week, and I think it's going to be like the high 40s, low 50s. So we'll see. See how it goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it warming up so that I can go. Oh no! Oh, I think it's dead, y'all. Look. I would think the roots would be deeper than this. Oh my gosh, I would think the roots would be much deeper. But look, that looks pretty short, right? Granted, I have no idea what I'm doing. I wouldn't say I have a green thumb. I do have a friend who really has a green thumb. It was proven when we were sharing an apartment. We had our own room. It was a 2-bedroom apartment in Florida. I can just dump this out. And he was a marijuana enthusiast. So he purchased some marijuana. No, he didn't purchase marijuana seeds. He actually, well, he bought weed, right? And then, you know, weed comes with seeds in it sometimes. And so he started planting. He started, like, he planted the seeds, and then there was a tropical storm that came by. I can't remember the name of the storm. But anyway, the tropical storm came by, and he put the plants, like, in the windowsill. And we had some very, like, deep windowsills, right? It was big enough, and even my windowsills now are, like, wide enough to fit the circumference of these plants here. And put them in the windowsill, and then they just grew and grew and grew and grew. And he had, like, he counted, so he had so many pots of weed plants just growing just monstrously in his bedroom. And yeah, it was, yeah, you can smell it too. It smelled like weed. There's a whole weed factory up in there. So some people have, like, green thumbs, and some people are just like, ah. Alright, so I think, I don't know where I went wrong last time, but apparently, maybe I didn't leave enough room for it to really grow roots. So let's try this. I put, like, this much in there. It's like, what, 2-3 inches? Now I'm going to put this back in. Oh, poor thing. It's just all falling apart. It's so flimsy. Oh, I feel so bad for it. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Listen, I'm trying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright. So I'm going to cover it up with the soil that I just took out. Oh, poor thing. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll come back and do an update. See if it survives or if it dies. I don't know. I want to get some new types of plants though. I actually want to get like some veggies. That'd be cool. See if I can grow some veggies in my place. And you would think I would like pay more attention to these plants, given that I don't have any children. So these, like, they're my children essentially. But I don't. I gotta give back more to these things. Look at this. What do you call this? I think it's pretty cool. It's like, it formed like this cyclical shape here. Like taking the shape of its own. Like, what is it? What do you call this, you guys? You agriculturalists. Alright. What do you call it? Horticulture? Alright. So I'm just gonna like reuse the soil I took out. Yeah, I can't wait when it like gets warm. Then I can go to Central Park and lie out and absorb the sun and get like several shades darker. Cause what happens to my skin? I get lighter when it's cold outside during the winter time. I don't really like it. I like when I'm like really dark. Chocolate, dark chocolate. Like my dad. I like when I'm that complexion. I'm now more of the complexion of my mom. And my mom's father was Native American. So he had like that kind of light reddish skin tone, like red. What do you call that color? Alright, I think that might be enough. I just want to make sure it's sufficient soil. Not too much though. I learned my lesson. Because last time when I first purchased these and I transplanted them from the pot they came in, like the little makeshift plastic container, to these pots, and I packed it, y'all. I packed so much freaking soil all the way to the brim that I didn't leave room for adding water. It's like, okay, I learned my lesson. So I'm going to leave like at least an inch at the top for watering. And I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I just feel like, got it. I feel like they're barely holding on. Alright, so that's 2. Now let's do the last one. I only have 3. Alright. Yo, this is the tallest one, by the way. You guys can see. And I know that it's grown because I have these in my windowsill, right? And then there's a marker, obviously, like, as it grows, like I can see like how far it grows up my windowsill. And it's getting up there. It's getting some height to it. So I like you. Very resilient plant. I thought the aloe plants would do better, but am I doing this right? I don't mind taking feedback. I'm asking you guys for feedback because, listen, I'm new at this. Yeah, I wonder if I can start like a little garden, like a vegetable garden in my place. I think that's possible, but they may, I guess different plants need different amounts of sunlight, right? Like these plants, snake plant and the aloe, from what I was told, they don't require that much sunlight. I mean, sufficient, like, but not like a lot, right? But yeah, I know some veggie plants probably may require a lot, and that can be problematic because, okay, I live in Manhattan. I live in Upper East Side Manhattan, and so my apartment does get sunlight, but only a specific amount. Like, I don't even know how many hours of sunlight would I say come through my window. Not like it would be if it was outside, right? Because there are buildings, right? Very, very tall buildings in Manhattan. And so after a certain time, I even noticed, like, today, for example, there was a certain time of day, like 12, 1-ish, where it was like direct sunlight coming in my place. Like, the sun was just beaming. I can like feel the sun on my skin. But then the sun, okay, of course, like it moves, right? Or the earth, we're rotating around the sun. And so the sun changes its position, you know, with respect to us. And the sun was going behind the buildings. I was like, ah, right? Very tall freaking skyscraper buildings here in Manhattan. So, come on, there you go. There he goes. Oh, you can see the roots. Look at the roots on this thing. This thing is shining bright. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. I'm going to set you down there. Hold your horses. And I'm going to empty this out. Okay, and then add some fresh soil. Like a inch and a half, barely 2 inches. Lace it with some good spring water. And then replace it there, coming back in there. so. And add some more fresh soil. I think I'm spoiling this one. This one gets better treatment than the other ones. See how I do that? I'm biased. Showing some favoritism. Alright. And then I'm going to top it out with the old soil. Recycling soil. Yay! And after I finish, I'm going to add some water at the top of each of these. And then it will be done. That didn't take long at all. Then I just have to discard the mess. There we go. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, I'm going to add sprinkle some more water. There you go. I know you're thirsty. I know you're nice and thirsty. I'm thirsty too. Toast. Alright. So I'm going to put some in the other two. A little bit more. Alright. That's it. That's it. So we are done transplanting these 3 beauties. Alright guys. Leave your comments below. Let me know if I could improve upon my care for my plants, ways in which I can improve. For you plant enthusiasts out there. Oh, I'm going to put this back in there. Sometimes I put it in my hair, and sometimes I just leave it here and plant. Alright, catch you guys later. Deuces.